Okay. Excuse me. I'm gonna record a pretty simple video explaining a couple of things. When puppies go home, right? When the puppies go home from here, so Koda, Canela, Chispas. Charles is somewhere. Can you not be dragging him by the leash? Can I have that, please? They're all trained with a various type of tools. The main tool being a slip leash. And the slip leash is the most basic of all training tools. It allows me to apply pressure, release pressure, move a dog, train a dog, cue a dog, for so many different types of behaviors, and just basic listening. So all the dogs here, when they go home, they know what their commands are. Sit down, stand, leave it, stay, let's go, up, easy, wait, let's go. Right, all the walking vocabulary. And so basically all the dogs practice off of this. They practice off the martingales. If we need to apply different training methods or techniques or training tools, then we do, right? So if we need to turn this into a head halter, we turn this into a head halter. If we need to use a prong to really kind of drive certain behaviors home, you know, we're not opposed to using prong. If we need to use an e-collar, remote collar, anything else like that, so that we can do off-leash stuff. Of course, these are long lines, but before we get to our long lines, I want to make sure my dogs understand the basic leash pressure off of a slip lead, so that I can apply the most basic pressure to, come here, Papa, what we call a martingale, or what is called a martingale, which is the basic collar that I keep all of our dog tags on. And the idea is it applies pressure and releases pressure, okay? And the nice thing about martingale, this stuff I'll explain to you guys later, but the nice thing about martingale is that it doesn't matter where the dog is, the pressure applies evenly and releases evenly. And so if I slip the collar, come here, go to sit up for a second. Come here, Papa. If I slip the collar over his head, it goes on fine. And you go, oh, well, it'll slip off his head, right? Very true. But when I attach my leash to the D-ring, it tightens up. Okay, so it tightens up. I don't know if we can see that. Yep, just enough. Come here. And so that I can apply pressure, release that pressure. And so when the dogs go home, they know everything. They will listen to me for everything, and they will listen to owners for everything. However, things that need to be practiced most are following through with behaviors, okay? Because then otherwise the dog goes, huh, you don't follow through. I don't have to listen. They know it because they intelligently understand the difference between who follows through, who doesn't follow through, who will follow through, who won't follow through, how often you follow through, and not just your body language, but everything about you, if you're gonna follow through with what you just said. So if I tell Koda to sit, he's gonna sit. If I tell him down, he's gonna down. However, excuse me, Canela. Thank you, baby. If I don't have a follow through, so that when I'm serious, that he follows through with what I'm telling him, then it doesn't work. So we have our leash pressure. Okay, Koda, time to get up, dude. Time to listen. Thank you. He goes, huh? Time to listen. So any direction I pull my leash, it's always gonna be straight lines. And so as Canela wants to come and join in now, all of a sudden. So if I pull straight, he goes with it. If I pull him around me, he goes with it. If I pull straight up, he should be sitting. That's basic stuff. All of the dogs learn this. So if I pull downwards on that leash, he goes into a down position, okay? And this is how we reinforce and then later correct behavior. So, excuse me. So if I lift up, he goes back into a sit, and it's all through the leash, okay? If I need to reposition where he's at, straight line, I pull in a straight line, he goes with it, pull in a straight line, pull in a straight line, he's in my heel position. So if I tell him to, he has to do it, it's reinforced. Every time I apply pressure and he goes to it, that pressure turns off. Every time I apply pressure, it turns off. If I pull backwards, he's a little confused here, so let me help him. If I pull backwards, he should be backing up. Okay, if I pull forward, he should be coming to me. If I pull back, he backs up, that pressure turns off. Okay, he's getting rewarded for this stuff. Now at this point, he's done it So I don't have to reward. Oh, I'm a little confused, so I'll help you. Good dog, there you go, good dog. So he doesn't have to be rewarded for every step. I might start off, lift, reward, okay, that pressure comes off. Now if I were to work him by myself without talking to anybody, it would be pull, treat, he gets a treat, pull, treat, he gets a treat. Let's do the thing. Lift up, treat, and he gets a treat. Okay, I pull him, oops, past me, around, boom, okay, 3 tugs, he gets a treat. Okay, down, treat. Okay, and we can speed up the process pretty nicely downwards. Let's see if it does in my way. Good, free. Free. And you'll see even these guys are following along because they see what I'm up to, and they're also used to the same thing. Okay, so if I said Koda heel, use my leash to pull him past, use my leash to pull him around and back up. Okay, boom, boom, using a good heel. Okay, if I want to pull him center, Canela's in the way. Whoop. Show your food, show your food, show your food. Good dog. You alright? Show your food. Good dog. You gave him a piece of food and didn't give him enough time to eat. Sorry. I'm not used to doing this and talking to the camera. I'm used to doing this and just working with them. There you go, you got for that. Good dog. There we go. So he didn't line up very straight, so I'm gonna fix him. Use my leash to fix him. I want to bring him to the other side. Okay. This allows me to then later tell him, hey dude, you're going too fast. Speed up, sit. I did say to sit. Okay, if I put my foot on here, I can apply the pressure downward. He goes down. Okay. And of course, Canela. I love you, darling. Okay. Now, of course, I'm not trying to put everybody away because they know what they're doing. He knows what he's doing. They're also following along, practicing, and they're acting as good distractions for him. Pay attention to me even though the other dogs are in your way, in your face. And he doesn't, yeah, I didn't even get to put pressure there. Ooh, I got to put pressure here. He's up. Okay. The idea is anytime he feels the slightest tugs, pulls, maneuvers on this leash, he should be going and asking himself, hey, are you telling me something? I usually am, or some type of information is coming through this leash. He's doing great. Okay. Straight lines is the difficult part. We see most of it. A lot of people pull at an angle. Okay, see that? My leash is going at an angle, very difficult because it's a thin leash. I need to go straight down his back for back up. Straight up for sit. Okay, so he's feeling that pressure and he's understanding what's going on. Leash is high up behind the ears. Okay, now if I switch over to using leash pressure here, then this is on the muscular side of his neck. Okay, and I say, hey dude, you need to come this way. He'll come to that leash pressure. If I lift upwards, he goes to that pressure. If I grab his collar and I pull downwards, he goes with that pressure. So those are things that I need my dog to understand. I practice it both with my leash and my collar, okay? Just my collar so that I can have him sit up, even heel, right? And this is with the martingale. This will eventually at some age, depending on how well you practice with him when he comes home, okay? And this is back up, straight back. I gotta pull that collar straight down his back for a nice back up so he doesn't pass me. Thank you. He heals just fine. Okay, as you see, one finger, nicely. My dog's sitting, a little pressure upwards. Okay. I'm able to discuss everything I want him to do through just simple pressure. And yeah, sometimes they struggle with it. Sometimes they argue with it. Okay, that's why I need him to see at first that every time I pull on this, not only does that pressure turn off, something comes to you. Okay? And so that's some of the stuff that we get done. As my boy does all this, if he makes a mistake where he's not with me really well, I can say, hey, let me fix that for you, or let me help you fix that. I'll even pivot my body if I need to. Whatever it is I gotta help him with. Okay? Kind of working at a tight space on the girl's wall right here. But he's doing pretty good. Yep. Okay? If I don't want him to follow a treat, he doesn't follow a treat. He follows my hand. If I don't have a treat and I need to make sure that I can reinforce, I have leash pressure. It's just about follow through when he gets home. The only thing that needs to be practiced should be follow through. Should be, yes, I said something, yes, I will reinforce what I said. As long as all of that happens, you know, we practice with him, his sits, his downs, his stands, his stays, all of that. You would remember to practice your leash pressure drills that I will show you when you pick him up. Same thing for my girls when you guys pick them up. Okay, they all do the same thing. Chispas, come here, Mama. Oh, Canela, sorry. I know exactly who I was talking to and what I was saying. And I was looking at a different dog because I was looking at the camera. Well, something like that. Anyways, there we go. So same thing. If I tug, okay. If I tug, it's all simple, straight lines. Pull past me, pull to me, pull up, and I get my heel. Okay, my dog understands that. If I move forward, if I need her to back up, I pull back. Now she's still working on going multiple steps back because she is a little sensitive. Okay, so if she thinks anything, sometimes I have a little trouble. So I help her with the leash and a treat. And then I can actually, good dog, keep her going a little bit further. Okay, so I do help her there with the treat because I want her to learn it all, right? And so back up she has trouble with. I'll be honest, she doesn't pull too much on lead. So I maybe don't spend enough time on that, so I'll focus on that a little bit better this week as we get picky with stuff. But as you see, with everything my boy was doing, nice little pull through the legs to bring her back around to center. Okay, and my dog will sit between my legs. A little tug forward, and she will follow forward. A little tug this way. A little tug forward and back around, upwards. My dog's healing. Okay, little tug. She's going out. Little tug. She's coming to me. See it square. If I don't like how close she is to me, little tug inwards, and she'll scoot a little more inwards. Let me line her up. Hey, eat your treats. Chew your food. Okay, go on. Chispas. Now let's have Chispas. I know, Penny. I confuse you guys almost every day. Okay. There we go. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hello, Noogie. Just because I love mom. Same thing here. Up, she sits. Exit free. Pull down. All the way. Free. Thank you. She's like, I know, but you're gonna release me. She's a little bit more sensitive. Free. So I typically go slower with Chispas. She knows all the same things. She's very good with her back. Are you done? You're coughing up and hacking up treats in the middle of the video, bro. Sit. Yeah. Sit. Yeah. Good. Good dog. A little trouble here. Am I going straight down? Oh, that's my fault. There we go. Get straight. There we go. Okay. She needs a little bit more practice with some of this. We'll work her through it. She needs help. Bring in my treat. She shouldn't need this much help. So I'll bring in my treat. Treat. There we go. You sit. Stay there. Look at me. Here's you. Go. go. A little straighter with me. Okay, we'll work on that. There we go. And she's got the sensitive, so everything I do with her, she'll get a little upset when we do our leash pressure grip. But she does it all just fine. Okay, so, yeah. No. Yeah. Girl. That's it. This leash is always giving information. Thank you. So that she can get things right. Okay. Now, why do I let them distract Koda? Because Koda is fine with distractions. Chispas still working on having them around. She's a lot better when we work on this and it's just her and I. But of course, when everybody else is out and getting snacks, she wants to be interrupting their training lesson, and then when it's her turn to be on lead, she doesn't like to be controlled. So, no, she's not the happiest about this. Not like Koda. Koda's like, dude, sweet, put the lead on me, tag me whichever way you want. Canela's like, yeah, it's not my favorite thing, but I'll do it. Right? And so Chispas, that's it. Just every time she does what I want, for whatever reason, she's having a lot of trouble with the down right now. No. No. Down. I don't know why she's having so much trouble with that right now. Okay. Free. There you go. Oh. So we'll work through it. One of those things today, because it's warm, maybe she's just not as into it. Maybe it's the way I'm holding my leash. I'll review my video later and see if it's something I'm doing wrong, see if it's something I can't fix. Let's go. Come on. Good dog. Yeah. Not too sure what's going on with my Chispas right now. She's not feeling it. So we'll go do some playtime and we'll come back to this later. Yeah? Okay. Good girl. Break. Since you already broke on your own, we'll come back to that too.